What's up? It's your boy NaptownBorn, coming back at you once again. My second video of the day, and I'm gonna get into Marquez versus Vazquez. But first, I gotta do it up, man. This is part of a promise I made somebody that I would do this, but this ain't a blunt yet. We'll get to that. Alright. Cut that out for a minute anyway. Look, man, I know it may seem silly, and it's not that I'm trying to seem cool or anything, but I told my boy I'd get on here and do a video smoking some weed, and so that's what I'm going to do, you know. It's not all what I said I'd get on here and smoke a blunt, but I'm a broke-ass motherfucker, and I ain't got a goddamn blunt right now. Alright? Anyway, Vazquez versus Marquez, man. This is going to be one hell of a fight. And not a very long video per se. I mean, before this week, I had only seen the third fight. I hadn't seen the two before. So Showtime had a real awesome thing on a couple nights ago, and they showed all three fights. So I recorded it, and I watched it. And I gotta tell you guys that these are three fights that I'm better as a boxing fan for having seen. You know what I mean? These are some badass motherfuckers just duking it out for however long the fights last. Now, the first fight, Marquez broke Vazquez's nose. Vazquez tried to fight on, went to the end of round 7 and couldn't fucking breathe. That's a tough son of a bitch, but that's basically a knockout because it was a punch that caused the breakage. So, I mean, that's a bad motherfucker. Both of them are bad motherfuckers. The second fight was fight of the year. Their second fight, and it ended with Vazquez knocking Marquez out, or TKO or something. I just watched it and I can't remember. I know it was a KO. It would have been a KO if it wasn't a KO. I'm pretty sure he just knocked him out. But the third fight could have gone either way, in my opinion. I think when I was keeping score, I had Vazquez ahead, and he didn't need to knock down to win, but he needed the 12th. And he took the 12th and knocked Marquez down in the 12th and won the fight. And I think he rightfully won the fight. So that means Vazquez is up 2-1, and Marquez is looking to even the score. Now, I find this, hold on. I find this a little much. I mean, these guys have been through 3 fucking wars with each other already. 3. Okay, and believe me, every one of these fights was a war. These guys have been through 3 wars with each other. I think there's enough time in between the fights to have recuperated a little bit, but I just can't see them showing up the past 3 fights. This has to be, you know, some sort of downgrade, whether that's what you want to call it or not. It's still, you know, that's what I think it's going to be. Now, hold on, I'm missing, okay. Now, could it end up being great? Of course it could. But my money would be on it not being as exciting, though still probably better than most fights that we've seen recently. It's still not quite as exciting as what it, you know, what the people are hoping it's going to be. It's unfair for us to ask them that, though. It's unfair for us to ask them to have another deadly war again. You know what I mean? That would be unfair. If Marquez wants to win, I suggest he stay on his toes and, you know, punch around Vazquez and not get wore out. But Marquez gets wore out. You can see it in the third fight. And he may be the fresher guy, but Vazquez, I don't know. He has a relentlessness about him that makes me want to pick Vazquez to win this fight. I'm not going to break the boxers down. You guys just check it out, dude. It's probably on Showtime. It'll be on Showtime again this week or something. Record it. Look it up on YouTube. Watch these fights. You tell me who the hell I'm supposed to pick. Man, I don't like picking either one of them, but because that means I got to pick one of them to lose. And these guys have given us a show 3 times, and just for them to have the option to do it again is we should appreciate it as boxing fans. But I hope they both. I actually hope they both walk away from this unharmed in any major way. I don't want to see them war like that. I mean, of course, I want to see that kind of a fight, but these two in particular, man, I don't want to see them hurt each other too much. You know, but if it is an awesome fight, you know, I'm gonna be sitting there loving it too. I just hope nobody gets hurt. You know what I mean? These guys are warred. But like I said, I'm gonna go with Vazquez, and I'm not gonna break the fighters down. You guys can look and see why. I think Marquez will look good early, like he does. He may even floor Vazquez early, and maybe that'll be the tone of the fight. Maybe that would be how Marquez would win in my eyes. But I think, you know, come round 5 and 6 and 7, Vazquez, I think, is going to put the pressure on. Probably knock Marquez down once or twice. And then towards the end, I see Vazquez always has more energy. Well, or had in their 3rd fight. Let's just put it that way. Vazquez had the most energy and was able to force himself. And Marquez wasn't able to move around as much and get out of the way. Neither one of these defenses are great, which makes for the fireworks that happen. But they both come in wanting to fight, and I think towards the later rounds when Marquez starts getting in firefights, it's going to be Vazquez's time to take over. So I'm going to go with Vazquez on a unanimous decision. This is NaptownBorn. Deuces. And I guess I'll just do one more on the way out.
All my life, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Now the boys gon' be okay. All my life, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Now the boys gon' be okay, okay.